Coach, that 14-0 start, what did you see to start that game, and why did it get off to the way it did?
I think Texas played inspired. I think for us we just tried to make plays that weren't there, that forced us to turn the ball over, and ignited their offense. I mean, they were hot in the half court. We helped with live ball turnovers, and then it just snowballed. It was hard for us to overcome.
A couple of the players said you compared this to the last time this team lost the SEC tournament championship and then won the national championship. So how big of an opportunity does this team have to kind of rewrite the narrative and start over?
I mean, big. Like, we're a really good basketball team. Like, we've been a great basketball team all season long. The record says it. And what I'm going to take from it is we actually got better. Ali gave us something. Something ignited in her. I think she's going to help us down the stretch. Gotti was good. I think our bench really and our depth got stronger being in this situation. So hopefully, if we're not going to be put in a situation we got to win 3 in a row. So you got to play 2 in 3 days. That's probably enough for us to make the run.
Coach, going back to the start, did you ever consider calling them out a little bit earlier? It looked like you were trying to let them work their way through it early, and then you were like, okay, I kind of seen enough.
Did I think about it? No. I mean, I usually let our players play through it. We let them. Iowa got out to an 11-0 lead on us in the Final Four. What transpired afterwards is just, I think, mental fatigue, and that's something that you just gonna have to deal with. I thought our players were mentally, just weren't mentally there, like sharp. Obviously, physically, they weren't there either because we played a lot of minutes, and we've never been in a situation where we always had more depth, where we could spread the minutes out a little bit. I think 3 or 4 of our players played over 30 minutes, and that's tough. That's tough in this situation.
On that note, the physicality and talent level of the league, playing all these games back to back, how much of a factor was that?
I mean, the league's been tough all year. I mean, I guess you could say that, but it probably hit us a little bit harder, just because, again, I think 3 or 4 of our starters played 30 minutes, and it's just tough. You gotta have a different mentality to handle that situation when you have it. And if we have to do it again, I think we'll be better prepared for it.
How much heart did you see Maddie play with?
I mean, all of our players played with heart, all of them. Just because we didn't get the results that we wanted, they were trying. You can sometimes try as hard as you want. You still won't get the results that's just in your head and your heart, because I 12 for 23 from the free throw line. Like, we tried. There was a quarter where I think we shot about 66%, and still only made up 4 points in that quarter. So it was pretty tough, and you could just see our kids struggling through that, but they never stopped. And hats off to Maddie. Maddie's been playing that way for a long time, long stretches for us. So again, it's good going into what we're faced with, which is trying to win, trying to string together 6 games.
Let's take 2 more.
Raven was in there saying that this could be a good learning scenario for the younger players who are really playing in their first championship experience. What do you hope the younger players on this roster specifically kind of take away from what they're feeling right now? One, don't like losing. 2, just what it takes to win an SEC tournament championship. It takes, you got to be in great physical shape. You got to you strengthen your mentals to really, because once your physical leaves, your mentals have to take over. And that's when your habits, your habits are from being mentally tough. But they fought. I mean, the future's bright in our league as far as our team is concerned. So we're looking forward to what they've learned and see what the future holds for them.
Coach, the players were always mentioning your calmness in situations like this, even after a tough game. Yeah. What gives you so much calmness in these situations?
Well, one, you can it was plain to see. I mean, you can get mad and upset. I mean, when things like this happen, get emotional, and when something that's happened that's out of your control or doesn't have the results, there are emotions about it and there's facts. So as soon as you get rid of the emotions, you get down to the facts. You realize that it wasn't in the cards today, but what's in the cards, you try to find something good out of it. Allie, great. Okay, Gotti, great. He's feeling a lot better. Mouse, Maddie, great. And Marion's been playing great. So we need more depth. We need more probably blows for our starters, and we see we can get that from some of the things that happened out here this weekend.